Hello, hello, hello. Ooh, I think I'm a few minutes late. I apologize. Okay, I see Choice TV here. You're welcome, Choice TV. Welcome, Oyoyo's World. You guys got here before me, actually. Okay, so we are here to discuss some YouTube celebrities. Okay, that's what I'll call them because they have been trending for a while, but we have to dive right into this. We need to do some deep thinking, and this is going to be a critical analysis. Now, this is actually a case that is so complicated that really I won't be able to fit all the faces of the people involved on my thumbnail. Okay, so I just picked some of the people that names will be mentioned so I can explain, you understand, and that's what we're going to do right about now. Okay, so this will be short, as it will be really short, and people will be able to catch up if they're not here. So yes, Choice Steve say wahala. I'm fighting my fight. Abi, they when they drag me for 1 year, insult my family. Yes, Choice, I understand you're fighting your fight, but right now, for people that are just getting to know you, it seemed like you are fighting Ayamawa's fight. Hence, I actually put it that way. But anyways, Choice TV, I have to go back to the. I cannot say I'm going back to the beginning, okay? But if you've been on this platform for a very long time, then I mean YouTube as a platform, you will understand the whole drama and everything. So I'm going to be touching down on all of that. Okay. So I'm not going to go down and go back and run it all. But if you want to know, go on Choice TV's channel and watch most of the reactors and all of that. You're going to understand a little bit. Maybe you might not know all of it, but you understand a little bit. But if you've been long enough, then you understand right from the beginning. Okay, so I'm going back to yesterday evening. And before yesterday evening, Choice TV have been doing a lot of live streams, but she did one yesterday, and something caught me on that live stream. She did a late night live stream, European time. So I had my headset on and I was watching, so I wasn't commenting so much, commented a little bit, and I was doing what I had to do. Or so someone called into, and I wish I, was looking at the screen so I would know who had called her. I think that person was her last caller. I believe Choice TV will know who I'm talking about, and those that were on that live stream yesterday would know who Choice TV's last caller was. That person called in, and the person was so emotional, you know, uh, being very sad about what is happening to Iammarwa. Now, Iammarwa is a Kenyan YouTuber, and if you know one thing is, Iammarwa has been dragged for a very long time. Now, a lot of YouTubers have been dragged for a very long time. His sister, deenwango, also have been dragged. deenwango, I watch. But Iammarwa, I didn't know so much about Iammarwa until recently I started, watching. So on Choice TV's live stream, I had dropped a comment after I heard Choice TV's last caller, that I wasn't looking at my screen, but I had my headset so I could hear. So a last caller, that person was so emotional, and that really caught me. I was like, oh wow, there are some persons that truly, truly loves this guy. I'm talking about the Iammarwa, and what is happening to him is really, really getting to them. And I believe those that love Wango also. So I dropped a comment on Choice TV's live stream. But I think Choice TV, because Choice TV too is now emotional about the whole thing, also pissed off about the whole thing, maybe fed up also. It's been so long, the whole back and forth between she and this set of people. Now, mind you, Choice TV has her own issue, okay, with these people already. Even before she started, talking about Mawa and, trying to tell Kenyans to look out, open their eyes, and know what's up. Okay, that they shouldn't always believe whatever they hear without doing their investigations and all of that. So when I dropped that comment, I think Choice TV misunderstood the point I was trying to make. And Choice TV was like, don't say that, don't say that. And I was like, okay, let me not even try to say right now, because I see that everything is hot and all of that. So I'm just going to make a whole video touching down on some points that I like. So many sagas that has gone on this YouTube. I keep saying something. as a content creator, we have to look at all corners. And when you decide to be a content creator, some things are going to happen. Things like this dragging, even when you're not looking for, even when you're not the one looking for the trouble, people will always want to come for you. Okay. But you need to know yourself. And when I see content creators that they've reached certain level, with certain amount. Now I'm talking about likes of the Wodemaya, although Wodemaya is not affected, but I'm talking about the numbers now. Likes of the Wodemaya, the iammarwa, he has a huge following. The deenwango, African tigress, name them. Okay, the list just goes on. These people have huge following, and I feel like when you're getting to certain level as a content creator, get yourself ready for once people decide to come out and try nonsense like this with you, you know how to strike back immediately. Anyways, going back to the comment I dropped, let me see if I can remember how I worded it. Okay, I said my comment was, these people actually said these things even before they did it. So I think he shouldn't pay much attention to them. So I was referring to the iammarwa, shouldn't pay much attention to them. And Choice TV responded back and said, please, sis, don't say that, because they've been doing this for over a year, 3 to 4 videos in a day. And it has been going on for over 12 months or close to 2 years. This has been going on. And I wanted to keep commenting so she would understand where I was like, no, she's already fired up, and let's leave it at that. So let's get into what I have to say concerning this whole situation. My question now is, somebody is dragging you for over a year. What is the investigation that you have done as a person? I'm talking about iammarwa, because I know that Choice TV on her own, they have these issues. And when you look at these things, it will bring me back to so many things that I want to explain, because I see how people react. Some people just say, okay, I see this niche. I see some people doing very good, getting traffic, growing their channel, and they just want to jump into it without even understanding the whole thing that is involved. Okay. And it's a very huge niche, actually. Okay. From people carrying, could be trending gist, people carrying celebrity gossip, and like everybody is reacting to something. You're talking about someone, so everybody fall under the same category, but with a little bit of difference. Okay. Now, for example, someone like Choice TV hardly talks about celebrity. Choice TV will do more of YouTubers and all of that, but some of us will do celebrities and all whatnot joined together. So my point is, how is it that somebody is dragging you for over a year and you've not done your own investigation to understand? Wait, and you know what? In the case of Choice, we can say, okay, because Choice is a reactor, those set of people dragging her, they are also reactors. So they will see their content will be suggested to it. If you're somebody, even if you're not a reactor, if you watch reactors, you will notice that the content will be suggested. Other people that you're not subscribed to, you've not watched before, you've not seen before, their content will be suggested. And for me, that's how I even got to know these people that Choice TV had issues with. The issue is still ongoing, so let me not even say hard. And watching every one of them, it made me to notice that it seemed like some people miss the point of what reaction is all about. One, you can disagree with someone. For example, say somebody reacted on something and you feel like all the point the person gave maybe to you didn't make sense, or it's not absolutely correct, and you feel like you wanted to chime in and add your 2 cents. For example, now from Choice TV's live stream yesterday, today I have my live stream and I have something to say, right? So going in, I can actually point out, I can take points from what Choice TV, now I'm giving an example, said, and I can now explain further. But don't always make it your job to go drag somebody else. So hence I'm saying, when people like iammarwa notice, because iammarwa is from a different country, and these other set of people that are dragging him and deenwango and all those other people are from a different. And I feel like when somebody is dragging you this much, few months into that dragging, the person will definitely get your attention, because some people will now come across that video and they will watch it and they might tag you. Some people tag me because that's how you hear some people. Because if you notice, some of the big YouTubers in Nigerian community will say, I don't watch reactors, I don't watch. Hello, Yoyo's World. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. So you will notice that people will say, some YouTubers from the Nigerian community will say, I don't watch reactors, I don't watch these people, they're just, nuisance, they are this, they are that. But then when they talk about certain things, you see this set of people that says they don't watch them come out, turn on their ring light, reacting. So that means somebody might have sent the link to them, they have watched you, and they have seen and heard what you said. So my question is, when somebody kept talking about this set of people, when they kept talking about iammarwa, what did iammarwa do? Because if iammarwa had done his due diligence, he would have seen where they started from. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you. Thank you. I'm at work, but here to give my support. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is going to be a quick one, reacting to Choice TV's last night's live stream and the comment I dropped, and I think she misunderstood. So I didn't want to break it down on her live streams. I said I'm just going to do mine, and she might get to see it and understand the point. So my point is, when they noticed that they finally gotten iammarwa's attention, if you remember many months ago, like I said, if you've been following the story, you will notice that many months ago there was a time when even deenwango was talking, African Tigers, and other people that that were being mentioned. So I believe even him, this in iammarwa or Marwa, I hope I'm not saying his name wrong. I believe iammarwa saw this thing and had said, who are these people talking about me that don't even know me? They're not even from Kenya. They're not even from East Africa. Okay. Okay, so we cannot say they're immediately my community, just as likes of Choice TV, the Bunny Goes, and Yo-Yo's World also at a point was mentioned in one of the other saga, not this particular one, and all of that. I can keep mentioning Vicky's Corner and all of that. These are people that we can say, okay, they are from the same community, so people are dragging them up. But these are people from different they have their own community. The Kenyan people, they have their own community. Then you can sum all of us up as Africans. But my point is, if iammarwa had done his due diligence, he would have seen the video on the channel of the lady that is from the same country. Because I don't know these people so much, so I don't want to say their name. Okay, I can say the name of Choice TV because I've watched Choice TV. Choice TV knows that I've been to her channel and all of that. So I don't want to mention names of people that I don't know them. So pardon me if I'm not mentioning their names. Or if you're watching Choice TV, you've heard the people that she's been talking about lately. So the lady that is from the same country as Choice TV had done a collaboration with the other lady that is in the same that lives in the same country as Choice TV. And this is many months ago. When that video so you cannot tell me how to fight my fight. Nobody is telling you how to fight your fight. So 1 year to my kids and husband, including my fans. You cannot tell me how to fight my fight. Choice, I saw all of that. I like that's what I'm saying. I'm saying you misunderstood the comment I dropped on your channel yesterday. You misunderstood the comment that I dropped. I am saying, according to what you said that Mao, I hope I'm not saying his name wrong, the Mao Marwa said that he lost brand deals and so many other stuff that happened, right? So my point is, when you have such big following, they said he who much is given, much is expected. I expected Marwa from the few months into, now I'm not even talking about, because I know that you have your own beef with these women for a very long time. That is established. We all know that one. But I was talking about the Marwa's own case, and I'm saying if he had done, because I know that you personally, you know where that attack, when they started attacking you, you know where it came from, and you knew how to battle it. But I was surprised to hear when you had mentioned that the iammarwa lost brand deals. He was so, according to you in his video, sometimes even He was not feeling so good about himself. He didn't even trust, up to the extent that he didn't trust the guy. And of course, things like this will mess up even one video, actually, even one video that somebody would do about anybody can mess up the person's whole day and whole week and all of that. It can toy with somebody's emotion. It takes only people with tough skin to actually go through this whole thing. But my point is, there is a tip, something that they had dropped. And I feel like if up until this point, Marwa is not doing anything, then that means he didn't do his due diligence. He didn't investigate. That's the point I was trying to make on your live stream yesterday. If the iammarwa had investigated, he would have seen their video that they have done many months back, since last year, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yes, last year. When the one that lived in your country kept saying, leave the small fish, go for the big fishes. And during those period that video came out, a lot sagas was going on. And I think then your own saga and the saga that involved all these other people that I had mentioned was going on. That was before Marwa's case started. That was before deenwango's case started. After that video was done, that was when they changed their location and everything and moved to, in other words, I believe that's when they started targeting the big fishes. And of course, you can call the iammarwa a big fish. So the point I was trying to say, because it touched me because I heard that lady on your, I don't know who she is, but your last caller yesterday was almost crying, if I'm not mistaken. That person was so upset. According to that person, the Marwa is a good person. He's just there doing his thing. He's not out to, hate on someone or hate on people or beef people or anything. I've not been watching the Marwa for long, so I don't know. But from what your caller was saying yesterday on your live stream, and she spoke with so much passion that even made me drop that comment, because saying there is a clue. That's the point I'm saying. When you fight certain battles, you have to put aside emotion so you will be able to have your mind clear, to think, to know what to do, to get yourself prepared. If these people by their own self are saying, oh, let's go for the big fish, then not too long after that, you start seeing attack on people like deenwango and the iammarwa and the rest, with the Mayans and the rest of all the other people that they started talking about. And then I believe they discovered that the people, that's the fans of iammarwa, will be easier to get into. Hence, they focused more on him. Hence, they've been on his case for over a year and they've refused to quit. And it seemed like each time they come with more a damaging thing to his character, to his personality, and up to the extent that he started losing brand deals, according to him. So my point is, are you preparing yourself? Because at the end of the day, as a content creator, everybody needs to realize that reacting is okay. Reacting to someone's content is not a problem. But when you make it your duty to wait for somebody to react to someone and then you come and counter that person all the time, that is no longer reaction. That is hate. I have been on the platform for so long. I have seen all the dramas, all of them they have started. Even the old one linking Banigos, then the Banigos, and everybody. All the sagas I have seen. And I just watch everybody so I can draw a clean conclusion, knowing what is going on, who is wrong, who is right, and who is doing what. You get? So I'm saying iammarwa should prepare or should have prepared himself for things like this. As your numbers, and this goes to everybody. Today we might not have subscribers. Our subscribers might be low, but tomorrow your subscribers will be growing. You're having more following. People might want to work with you, and the last thing you want is some set of people to be somewhere messing up your name. Prepare yourself. That is my point. Prepare yourself. And for Choice TV, I totally understand where you are coming from. I totally understand. You did your own thing. Your content has been your content. You've been that way right from Story of Motherhood. You've not said, okay, no change. That you've just been doing what you want to do. But my point is this guy, because if he doesn't do anything, this will not stop. I don't know if you understand the point. If this Marwa does not do anything, remember when someone was dragging Wodemaya. You remember how he came out at what he said? He said people that are trying to spoil his name and all of that should get prepared, because he won't even think twice to send his lawyers. And I think a lot of people reacted to that his comment and made a video about it, and a lot of people saw it. And if you notice, people are okay. Let me read this comment. Oyoyo's was host, don't you think maybe he referred to ignore them thinking they would stop? I think I totally accept. I agree with you, Yoyo's word. It's possible, but what baffles me and was when Choi said this person started losing brand deals, and people that have been watching him could notice that he was no longer himself. If you've been watching someone for so long, you will know when the person is changing and all of that. You know how the person responds to you, the responds to you people that watch him or her and all of that. So when Choice TV said all these things, I was like, oh wow, and still you kept quiet. That was what I was thinking, because it will not stop. Sometimes when you're quiet about something, when you don't do a thing, people think you are weak, and that's when they want to even climb on your head the more. And this goes to all of it. Every content creator, once you are getting up there, your numbers are going hard, you're getting to the point where more people are getting to know about your content, about what you stand for. You have to protect your brand. This is your brand. And what these people are doing are hurting the guy's brand. It is just, you don't even need to know the person. This is the same thing that Tasha K did. That's why I have Tasha K and Cardi B's photos here. This is the same thing Tasha K did. Tasha K started with little. I watched Tasha K. Okay, I started watching Tasha K from when she started talking just a little bit about Cardi B. Then after a while, Tasha K would put Cardi B back to back every week. She's doing one video or the other. Where she start, and if you notice, as the months increased, more people started watching Tasha K. Now I'm giving example with this because this is the same case. More people started watching Tasha K because of the things that Tasha K was spilling about Cardi B. And she moved over to Cardi B's husband, Cardi B's children, everything. How Cardi B had those and this thing. And she never for once even said alleged. She spoke as if she knows someone that is working hand to hand with Cardi B, or somebody from Cardi B's family was telling her these things. Only for her to go to court when the lawyers and judges asked her, didn't she say she knew she was lying? That's how she got the 1.2 million that she owes Cardi B. The best thing is getting a PR manager to manage their new profile. We said it about you exactly. You use word. That's it, and that's the point I was trying to give yesterday when I said, because I feel like he has not spoken, he has not done much up until no, not he has not spoken. He's been speaking, but that is not good enough. You cannot have over 200,000 subscribers online, and you are someone that do the type of content that you're doing. If it's reaction, the gist channels and all of this, bad promo, good promo, all my promo, you understand. But people are crossing the line constantly. And people need to know that it is wrong by the law. Let's work with the law. Let's work with what is legal and what is not legal. Now, for example, now that shows have not even started, they are quickly to call the police. So that means this set of people doing this to Marwa knows what is right from wrong. So if Marwa does not put his foot down, this will never stop. And that's the point I was trying to give to Choice yesterday. But I think Choice TV thought I was trying to say they should take it easy or calm down. It is not in my place to tell someone how to fight their fight. And I think Choice even commented it here. I said, it is not in my place to tell you how to fight your fight, or anybody. That I won't do, because I know that sometimes when people are fired up, it is best to let them go all the way out. That's the only way that they will feel better. If you try to stop them in the middle of that heat, they are going to explode. And it's going to be so bad. Let me read some comment. Let me see what. Okay, so we said it about Hilda Bassi on the weekend roundup. Exactly. Yes, we talked about it. We talked about it. So that's why I was like, if I would have tried to keep talking, maybe Choice TV would have just blocked me yesterday. And I was laughing because, like, Choice is misunderstanding the point I'm trying to make. I am just surprised that the iammarwa, she was the one talking about him. Deenwango, I had been watching her since she did her collaboration with Constant Space, and Constant Space gave her the shout out, So that's how I got subscribed to Deenwango. So I watched Deenwango, and then African Tigress, because maybe because I watched Wodemaya, Deenwango, and some other Tayo Aina, and the rest of them. So I guess they suggested African Tigress content, and I also subscribe. For me, I love watching our African people that do all this type of, even if it's vlogging, your country or those village type of stuff. I like to watch them. It just it makes me feel like I'm closer to home and all of that. So I watch all of this with body. I am Marwa. I've not seen him so much. Okay, I've not seen so much of his content. But Choice TV was the one that even mentioned, I think she was, when she was telling her fans to go subscribe to him, that was when she mentioned his numbers of subscribers. So that was even before I went to watch him. So I'm saying, I say I don't okay. I don't follow iammarwa, so I don't have much to say about them. Yeah, it's true. If you're not following them, you wouldn't know much to say. That's why I cannot say much, you know, because I watch Choice TV. If I was really analyzing based on only the Choice TV's part of this whole saga, I would have more than this to say. But because I've not been watching the Marwa for so long, but I remember that video vividly that those people did, and they said it on that video will be, people that are watching iammarwa, if they can remember when these people started dragging them, they should go back 1 or 2 months before their first dragging video of this iammarwa guy. They will find that video. I believe the lady has it on her channel. Okay, and nobody has ever talked about that particular video, so I don't even think she would have privated it. And her other friend kept telling her, go target the big fish, leave all these people and all these communities that are doing this and doing that, target the big fishes. That, and she said her own was that's where she targets. So she has been, and she also said on that video that she has numerous channels that people don't even know about, that her friend is just going out for all these Nigerian community, that her friend should forget about Nigerian community and target the big fishes. She never mentioned names of the big fishes, but not too long I started noticing that deenwangos, they started getting angry that some people are dragging them. And it was later on that I noticed that it was these same people that had done that video. But because when you watch reactors, they will suggest all the people that are doing reaction videos to you. That's how I got to see that woman's video. And it was a collaboration between the two of them. I said, my take is, as one climbs the ladder of success on social media, get a lawyer. Period. And for those of you that will be watching the replay of this, you might not understand. This is a lawyer talking here. Oyoyo herself is a lawyer, so I'm glad that she understands the point I'm trying to make. Because, like I said in the beginning of this, I said this is going to be deep thinking, and only deep thinkers will understand this, and only people that are good in doing critical analysis. Did you hear me? Critical analysis would understand. Because you want to do a reaction, do your reaction. React to whatever you want to react. If you decide you want to fight someone's battle, know where to draw the line. Like Choice, I know that Choice TV, yes, they dragged her husband, they called her name, they said she came to Eurovia, whatnot, and all of that. And so many names she was called. And it is obvious. Nobody's going to come out and say, except you're being biased, and you will say, Choice TV started this. No, because Choice TV was doing her own reaction. And the people she reacted to, none of them are deaf and dumb or handicapped or whatever. They all have channels, they all have their mouths, so they could have spoken for themselves. And if they didn't like what she said, they could have gone to her live stream or look for a way, because she always sometimes she will put her phone number and tell people to call in. So they could have called in on a day that maybe she's talking about someone else or something else, and tell her, you did a video about me, take it down because I don't like what you said about me. And if you don't, you know what's going to happen next. And that will be left between Choice TV and those people she reacted to. But the fact that she did her content and these people came fighting other people's battle, and when you're fighting people's battle, if you truly care about the people you're fighting, you're not going to be hitting below the belt. And I noticed that a lot of people did this. Choice TV, I'm not referring to you. So I'm not fighting other people's battle. Choice TV, you don't understand. I'm talking about how did the problem between you and these people start? Did you do a video on them or were they defending someone? That's what I'm saying. That's why I said when you're fighting other people's battle, you cannot go and hit. Okay, for example, the channel that came out with that was like the first hate channel with the Banigo's name. What was that channel for? Did Banigos know that person? The answer is no. Who was that person fighting for? The person was fighting another person's battle. That person came out trying to fight for Dinah. Most of this, that's the point I'm saying, that people fighting for other people, all of you are reactors. But because you people reacted to something they didn't like, they decided to come for you. That's what I'm saying. Do not come for people like that. But if you are reacting, if you people were wrong, I will say it. And I'm saying the people you reacted to, for example, you reacted to Dinah, you reacted to other people. I'm saying if Dinah didn't like the content you did, Dinah could have contacted you and said, Choice TV, you reacted about me, I don't like it, take that content down. But when people come along to fight for Dinah or for fight for Nelu or to fight for Sandra Reality or to fight for any other big YouTuber, anybody at all, I'm saying do not hit below the belt. People should mind what they do, because at the end of the day, reaction video will be reaction video and reaction video will still be there. But I noticed that it gets to a point where some people will do a video and then they will wait for somebody to make a video before they will now start hitting. And I said that is not coming from a place of reacting, because if you're reacting, you can take the person's content and say, this happened, that happened, make your point. If you want to disagree with the person, disagree, and that's it. But I'm not saying that you are fighting on that, because I know in the beginning of the video, when I started this live stream, I said you had your battle with them, with these people that you're dragging now, that you and them already had that bad blood even before this other Kenya person started. Yes, Choice, try to understand the point. I am not, maybe because I'm not saying the names of those people, hence your misunderstanding when I said fighting other people's battle. I am referring to the people you are fighting with. They are the ones fighting other people's battle. That's the point I'm trying to make here. Okay? Hence, I decided I was going to explain and give points so people understand. And maybe because even other people will come and react after you people. After you've been many years in YouTube, new sets of reactors will come and everything. And I'm saying this pattern where people wait for someone to do a video. You did a video, the Banigos did a video, the next thing Hate Channel came out. I don't want to say those people, those women, their names, because I don't know them. Do you understand? That's why I'm not saying their name. That's why you don't even see their photo on my thumbnail, because I watch you people, you Choice, the Banigos, Vicky's Corner, Vivian, and who else does reaction? I don't. All the people reacting, Ella Sutebu, and many others. They would suggest these other women's video. That's how I got to even know who they were then. So I'm saying their mannerism, it's not the right way to go about these things, because it seemed like they will wait for you people to react to something or someone that they care about, and then they come attacking. That's not called a reaction anymore. If you're attacking someone, it is not a reaction, because that person that this person reacted to also have a YouTube channel. So, for example, you reacted to Dinah. Dinah can speak for herself. She has a mouth, for goodness sake, and she had the numbers more than you did or any reactor has. So, if she speaks, it is louder than when a reactor speaks. None of the reactors have the number of subscribers that Dinah has. For example, now I'm just using Dinah as an example. So, people fighting for her should always know that if you're going to make your point, but don't wait for somebody to make a video, then you come countering the person just because you think you love someone. That being said, another thing I want to add is when these people that are called big YouTubers should understand that people will speak about them and they should prepare themselves. If he had sent cease and desist letter after the first month that he noticed, I'm talking about iammarwa, if he had sent that cease or desist letter, this would have ended. I feel bad because I don't want to have struggle. We all know how it is on YouTube. Nobody wants to struggle to build a channel. You start struggling, all of that ninth day, your sweat and everything, and then you'll start losing brand deals when you're supposed to start reaping the fruits of your labor. No, no. You have to take the bull by the horn at some point and say this will stop now, and it will stop. I'm reading what you're writing. Right, go on. You want me to drop the link so you explain? Because I see that it seems like we're still misunderstanding ourselves. Let me see. Let me see. Where's this stuff? Okay, so while I figure this out, let me just keep talking. So for me, what I see that is happening here is exactly the same thing. And if you follow Tasha K's, if you followed Tasha K's case, how Tasha K started talking about Cardi B and got to the point where she said all manner of things, then you will understand that this is exactly the same pattern. That is why when they went to court, Cardi B was able to say, these are the videos, these are the things that she had said. And when they put Tasha K, the YouTuber, on the stand and they asked her, you said Cardi B had this sickness, you said Cardi B had this, you said Cardi B had that. Okay, so I hardly explain to people, but because I love you. I know that you hardly explain. Once you just say you're not getting it, that's it. I know, but I think we still have we're still not getting each other. I think we're saying the same thing, but we just don't get each other. That's what I think right now. So that's why when they put Tasha K on the stand, Tasha K could not prove everything that Tasha K had said. And when Tasha K was saying those things on her channel, for people that watch those live streams, most of her live streams I watch. I used to see her live stream. Used to get Tasha K's notification. That was before YouTube stopped suggesting, sending out notifications. The way she said it, people believed it because she said it with her full chest. Tasha K said everything she said with her full chest, but when they got to court, that was the only time that she accepted that everything she had said about Cardi B was not true. Hence, Cardi B won that case, and that's how the court ordered her. She, as I'm talking to you now, just recently, she just filed the videos or other American reactors and people that talk about pop culture, celebrity news, and all of that. They also carry the news. Recently now, Tasha K, the YouTuber, just filed for bankruptcy. And this goes to show that before people sit down and talk about someone, let it be that they know that this is the truth. Hence, I'm saying This guy shouldn't have sat down until when it will start affecting his brand deals, when it will start affecting people that truly care about him, when it will start affecting people that want to maybe donate to him and all of that, will now start being afraid of, oh my God, oh, what if all these things that these people are saying is true about this person? That's why I said, that's why even in my title I said, what can we learn from all these things? There is so much going on, and people should understand that you cannot come out and put out anything you like at all about someone just because you feel like, oh, this person is a big YouTuber, so putting out all this content gonna make me to get more views, or gonna make me to get more subscribers, and or gonna make me to get this and get that. It can go from YouTube, because even YouTube themselves, I don't know how many people know that even YouTube themselves, people sue them. There are certain content you will put here on YouTube, and people will, like, for YouTube allowing that content, they will also sue you and sue that person also. And not only YouTube, the same thing with Facebook. Several times, if you're watching the news and if you follow other news, not only the one in your country, but other channels and all of that, and worldwide, CNN or BBC and the gist channels in all other countries, you will see that even Facebook, they take Facebook to court. So people should understand and know when to stop, know when to say, this is not what we should be doing. And also, as a content creator, once you get to a certain numbers, once you are, a little bit big, I'm saying a little bit, not even when you get so big, get people that work for you, because there are things that your eyes might not see. You might be too busy, or you might not know how to go about it, but now you have professionals that are helping to manage your account. A lot of the foreigners we see, they have people managing. YouTubers I'm talking about, they have people that manage them. They have people that they are working with. So there are certain things that will come even before that thing hits. They are already, thinking of how to, cover that thing, push it aside, or send you a warning. So the point I'm trying to make to everyone, today your numbers might be small, but knowing this, in the future when you're getting there, you know that, yes, let me protect my brand. When you've worked so hard, all you need to do is try your best to protect your brand. And I hope likes of deenwango, likes of this iammarwa, Tayo Aina, Wodemaya, African Tigress, and I don't those other big YouTubers we don't know, see Yemi them, and all those ones that their numbers are going up, should start getting people in place, so certain things will not be said about them and their brand. As you're publishing that thing, the next 24 hours, you're taking down that content and you are apologizing, because the people that are managing that person will not take it. Because if that person's brand is doing very well, that's how they're going to start earning. They're going to get paid for the job that they are doing also. Protect your brand. We talked about this, that when this Guinness World Record lady came out talking about eating of dog and all of that. It is not a wrong thing. It's her thing. Her people, they eat it. It's not a thing. But the problem is that people are saying, if she had a good management, this was not the time for her to post something like that. And you see a lot of people, probably they feel like just certain people watch us, okay, because we have the same culture, the same all of this, so we're going to understand that this is acceptable. But you forget that you also have people that are watching that might not understand what is going on. So this is the point I'm trying to make. I've been talking for 40 minutes now. I want this to be as short as possible. He that has ears, let him hear. Okay, that's all I have to say. Protect your brand. Protect your brand. Once you notice someone is coming for your brand, protect it, even if it's not that big. As far as you have a dream, you have a vision, you know where you're going to be in the next 5, 10, 15 years. 2 years, whatnot. As far as you want to get to a point where you say, this thing I'm doing, I want to get to a point where I have people working with me. I want to have this, I want to have that. Protect your brand. When you notice that things are coming out that are going to destroy or tarnish your image, make you look somehow, nip it in the bud from the beginning. From the beginning. Don't wait for it to grow into a massive giant tree before you try to cut it down. Get professionals that they've studied about these type of things. Get the advice. They will advise you on what to do. You know the right steps to take to nip that shit in the bud in the beginning. That's all I have to say at this point. That is all I have to say. Thank you all so very much for watching. Thank you all for coming. And all I have to say is content creating is what we're all here to do, and people should focus on the content they have to create. Create content with sense, create content with wisdom, create content that you will look back 10, 20 years later and you're not going to look at yourself like, why was I even going through this? Okay? The world is difficult enough. The world is difficult enough. So if you decide that, I want to be a vlogger, I want to be a travel person, I want to be a reactor, I want to be a trending gist carrier, I want to be a skit maker, whatever you've decided you want to do, focus and stay in that track. That's all I have to say. I hope I've been able to say something that content creators will be able to, those that will come across this video will be able to understand that this YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, whatnot, all those other apps, it is about your brand you're building. Protect your brand. Don't let anyone try to taint that brand for you that you've worked so hard for days, for weeks, even if you just started the channel. Do not allow anyone. Oh, you said I've been in the background. You didn't. It's not showing that there's any guest here. Because I'm just seeing that message now. It's not showing any this thing guest. Yeah, but if you've been here, I would have seen it, but I don't know. Now I can see you because I'm supposed to see that red and this thing. Add to stream.
Hi,
You're
host.
welcome. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hi.
Hello?
I can hear you. Hello. I can hear you, host.
Okay, let
Can
me
you
see
hear
my
me?
headset. I can hear. Okay.
Can you hear me okay?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been at the door holding on, waiting for you to let me in. But when you now start sounding as if you're running up, I had to drop to type.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. I'm using.
Okay. My take is this. Africans will still not get it until a
Oh,
lawsuit
I
is
I don't
filed.
know. Maybe it's the network. They did not show me anything because even when Choi said that, I was asking her if I should drop the link since she didn't understand, but I didn't see. Yeah.
Okay. So my thing is this. Sorry, I'm on lunch break, so I'm munching. Africans content creators will still not understand the impact of what they are doing until a lawsuit is filed and an award is rewarded in the court. That's when they will understand to separate their reaction from somebody's character Because you can't tell me because of what people are saying about you online is having impact on your
Absolutely.
endorsement, and every you're losing money, you're losing businesses. The person should be wise enough to know
True.
I'm not a public person, I'm not a global name. People all over the world are watching me. I should be able to get an entertainment attorney in case of anything. But because we don't, some people still have not gotten to the extent of understanding. Yes, as much as you're making money, you need to also put an attorney standby in case of anything. So the problem they have is they can't be able to put an attorney on a standby because they will be paying retainership to the attorney. And then if you're not gonna do that, have a PR manager that will be able to, you know, pick out your name on the in the social media domain, what people are saying about you, do collective analysis on all of those, and then come up with something on how to bring a legal action against anybody. I don't know how many numbers and subscribers or followers iammarwa has, but from all indication, he seems to be a big YouTuber. Or maybe he has presence in other social media handles. However, he needs to get an attorney. If you're losing income, then something is definitely going wrong somewhere. He needs to get a lawyer. If he's claiming that they've defamed his character, he needs to get an
I think he
attorney.
has I think he has almost 600,000 also.
Yeah, that's big enough. That's big enough. So he needs to get an attorney in case of anything. People don't understand how to manage this social media. You have to pay money to protect your image, to protect yourself. Honestly, I can't say it less. You have to. Okay. I know people are fighting for him, trying to, you know, get them, the people attacking him to stop. But those people attacking him will tell you they are doing reaction.
Yeah.
But the thing is this, if we go back to the genesis of all this Nigerian YouTube trouble, how it started, it based on
Yeah.
reactors say
Yeah.
something. Some people felt you did not react well. You could have
Yeah.
said it this way, and then they started fighting each other. That's how it all started. Another thing that baffles me, somebody is there telling people not to talk about a particular YouTuber, but the same person is telling people that or the other people what they are
Exactly.
doing, talking about the other person is okay. They should carry on with what they are doing. So you see hypocrisy there. If you're campaigning for one person, I said it on my live stream for the dog advocate. If you're campaigning for dog, campaign for cats, campaign for this one. Okay, don't be selective in your campaign. Be an advocate for all animals. Likewise, be an advocate of justice for all human beings. It's not only when they talk about, for example, they talk about Diana equipment, your all the hair on your scalp will all stand straight because you heard that name. How about when other people talk about other people? Also campaign, be their advocate for what to season what is on the street if that's what you're advocating for. So I have a problem with that. You think it's wrong to talk about this person because this is your favorite YouTuber, but it's okay when they're talking about somebody else because that one
Exactly.
is not your favorite YouTuber. So I have a problem with that. However, iammarwa, if he knows what is good for him, he should get an attorney. If he feels that somebody
Yeah.
has dragged his reputation to the mud, all this back and forth story is just a lawyer calling her, because people will say, how can he sue me? After all, I'm in this country, I'm in that country. People don't understand that YouTube
Very true.
has bases, offices in most of those popular places where they have population or people, a lot of people viewing them from. There is a liaison office of YouTube in those huge hubs YouTube has following from. You just write that letter to the person's
Yeah.
name, the person's channel. You copy, also you're suing YouTube because it's the platform they're using to broadcast that defamatory thing they're saying. So when you
Yes.
bring all of them together, YouTube will receive a letter. And once
Yes.
YouTube receives a letter, they are going to touch base with all the channels involved. You understand? So sometimes, because it's a global thing, you really don't need to do this kind of a physical service where you serve where
Exactly.
someone to that person physically. You have to do the service electronically. is electronic serving of sermon is also permissible because of
True.
this global issue. So he should spend money to quench all these things. Nigerians, Africans, they will not get it until
Yeah.
somebody gets to court and reward
Yes.
is awarded by the court on damages. By the time they get the slam case like that of Cardi B and Tasha K, then our button will start resetting. That's the way I look at it. The way they talk about people on Nigerian YouTube
Yeah.
space is so horrible. And now still Nigerians are carrying it to
Very
another
true.
people's YouTube space. It's bad. If you want to react
Tasha K. Yeah.
on something that is objective, not
True.
somebody's person saying the person is a this, is a that, is that, where you don't have anything to back it off. So my final take here is, if iammarwa feels that these people are defaming his
Yeah.
character to the point that he's losing income and businesses, he should hire a lawyer and do the needful. All these back and forth stories would have ended a long time ago. That's my take. So I'll be dropping down, okay, host.
Thank you so very much. And it's already 52 minutes. Yeah, once you round up, once you're done, I'm going to round up also because I believe I've said enough. And thank you so very much. That was Oyoyo's World talking, and Oyoyo's World is a lawyer, okay, legal practitioner, okay. So she's talking from the legal part, and I'm just happy that at least one person gets to understand the point that I was trying to drive down, because at the end of the day, we are one Africa, and to see this level of BS going on online is unbelievable. To even think that a fellow African will want to pull down another African that is doing so well with over 400 and something thousand subscribers, and I think the sister has about 200 or 300, and every other person, the same thing other people did to Wodemaya, and all of that. You just have some people trying to compare Wodemaya with Tayo Aina. People are trying to compare African Tigers and deenwango, now dragging of the iammarwa. I don't know all these people. I'm not related to any one of them. But as a human, as a fellow African, I think that people need to sometimes sit down and think of what they're doing. You might think that this is just your content. This is just content creating. This is you catching crews and trying to make some coin. But you don't know the coal you're heaping on your head. So much is going on. Trying your best to build each other will be the best thing to do. But going about and dragging people, dragging someone, making several content, if you want to react to people, react to everybody. For example, if you are an African and you feel like, oh, my job is to do reaction, react to all the YouTubers that you know, all of them, whether African or no African, or as far as the person is creating something that you can talk about the person. But don't go hand in hand, focusing on one person just to drag the person down. It is not necessary. One full year, multiple videos on one person is very unprofessional way of reacting. And until people start buckling up and doing the right thing, once everybody starts protecting their brand, then people will watch their mouth. People will know what they want to speak. People will know, because when you know that when you talk anyhow, according to Nigeria, people say you talk anyhow, you go see anyhow. Who talk anyhow go collect. All this dragging of people's husband, dragging of people's wives, insulting people's children, placing curses on people. By the time people have been dragged to court to prove those things you've been said, and you're threatening people's husbands that are not even content creators, they're not even YouTubers, by the time one person or two persons lands in jail, or three persons, and they have to pay fine, where they have to go sell some lands or sell some of their properties to pay for damages, then people will buckle up. It just gets to a point where you cannot keep quiet anymore. And that's actually the point that I got to. And I was like,
I'm not just going to keep quiet. Maybe people don't know that they can actually do something about these things. And this is me here saying it. Take the bold step. If someone is trying to mess with your brand, take the bold step and let them go prove it. I have said what I have to say. I know some people will disagree, but like I said from the beginning of my live stream, this is a critical analysis. This video is for deep thinkers. You have to, if you have to watch it twice, three times, and try to understand the words that I'm saying and everything, please do. If you're a content creator, because this is going to be useful to you someday. You might have one subscriber because you just started your channel. You might have 1 million subscriber already, or 10,000, 5,000, 4,000, 6,000, 3,000, and you feel like your brand is still small. You are building a brand. Protect your brand. And if this ever gets to the iammarwa or the Wodemayas and the deenwangos and all those people that they have over 200, 300, you have reached a point where you need somebody to be looking out for your brand. When you're busy trying to figure, oh, where am I? Most of you are travel vloggers. When you're busy thinking, oh, what country am I going next, going through the visa processes and all those other things that you have to do that is so stressful, your mind will not be there to be focusing on all these kind of BS. If you have people that are checking on your channel, they know when somebody starts misyanning, when somebody starts talking anyhow, when somebody tries to defame your character or try to tarnish the image of the brand that you are struggling to build, then you have to follow it up legally. Because if you want to react the right way, react the correct way. Because at the end of the day, there are celebrities that people talk about, but know what you're talking about. Talk about something that you know is true. If you know something is not true, don't say it. And don't focus on one person, even if you're a gist carrier. Don't focus on just one set of people. Carry other people's gist also. Don't focus on bringing out bad gist, bad gist. The same with Cora Obidi. There are just some set of people out there that are so shameless that all the content they push out about Cora Obidi is bitterness, bitterness, bitterness. Why is it that when it comes to Africans, people are so quick to bring down their fellow brothers and sisters? Why? Other people are there collaborating. Go check out people's podcasts. Go check the Oyibo people, their podcast. Then they fight, but at the same time, they know themselves. Then they collaborate. Then they do things. They push each other. If a branding comes to them and they feel like they don't fit, they tell the brand, oh, I know somebody that fits into your this, and they give that person's channel's name. But no, when it comes on our own, now to bring down the people, this one they grow small, attack them, bring them down. You be wish. Enough is enough. Sometimes we might say, oh, well, I don't do this type of content, so I shouldn't concern myself with this type of thing. But then the rest of the world go they look like, what did they worry these African people now on our head, they will function properly. You go just concentrate for one person, bashing and bashing and bashing. Who said it? From where? From which dictionary did you read that it said this is how to do a reaction? Where did you hear that this is how to do content generally? It's like the travel vloggers. Every day, Wodemaya will go to Nigeria. Every day, Wodemaya will go to Nigeria. When the whole of Africa, you have 50 something plus countries, then every day he will tell you, oh, I'm a travel vlogger. And every day he's going to one place. Tayo Aina, every day he goes to one place. Don't they travel to other countries, other places, the iammarwa, the deenwangos? Don't they all travel to other places to show you? So the same for reactor, the same for a fitness channel, the same for a food channel. I mean, every day you go to eat semo, and egusi soup, semo, egusi soup. You know, go cook ogbono one day. You know, go cook okra one day. You know, go cook rice and stew one day. If you're only focusing on one person, trying to pull that person down, you're being biased. And there's something wrong with you mentally. Let's stop this pulling people down. And anybody that notices that people are trying to bash them, if somebody is dragging you, bringing your family, bringing this, that you've not done anything to them, tackle it immediately. Don't let it slide. Tackle it immediately. Until one person is used as a scapegoat, people will not understand. Enough is enough. That being said, it's been 1 hour. Like I said earlier, he that has ears, let him hear. Okay, that's what it is. At the end of the day you decided to create your channel, you decided you wanted to create content. So if you're out there trying to pull someone else down, maybe, just maybe, karma will get you when you've reached up there. That's when your own is going to just, everything going to just scatter. No, nobody is better than any other person. God created everybody equals. Even if you think that you're so rich, you're so wealthy, you've got it all, you ain't better than that person that sleeps on the road. Because at the end of the day, when you die, they will bury you 6 feet, and that same person will be buried 6 feet. The same maggot will eat that person, will eat you too when you're down there. When you're sick, all your money, there are illnesses that all the money you have in the world, even the richest people like Jeff Bezos and listen, name them, Elon Musk, there are illnesses that their money cannot even cure because there's no cure to. So don't feel like you're better than, and some people are better than some people, that you will drag other people down. Focus on creating your own content and stop dragging other people's name and their brand to the mud. It is not necessary. And if you feel like you're doing something like this and you think you're not doing anything wrong by dragging somebody's brand down, then there's a problem with you. May God help us all to focus on the content that we're here to create, because at the end of the day, the YouTube, not even African person get them. So Makana no go embarrass on ourselves there. Focus on the content you want to create your content and leave other people. If you want to talk about people, just talk about what you see them doing. Don't talk about what you don't know. If you know that thing you're going to say, that your video is going to tarnish somebody's image, please don't say it. Exactly. Oyozwa says Steve Jobs is a perfect example. With all his money, cancer still took him. That's it. That's it. What are we even saying? Haven't we seen people with everything and yet they just fall ill, and you're hearing this person is ill and the person cannot move anymore? What is this famous American actor that we all used to see in Hollywood movie that and this is Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis has a dementia, right? And just like that, he cannot really remember things and all of that. So let's not act like we're going to live forever, because nobody is going to live forever in this world. So please, people, please stop the dragging of people down. Somebody worked so hard to get to where that person is. Don't put him down. Don't. That's all I can say. And I just hope our people can open their mind and try to understand the point that I'm trying to pass across. Create your content, but please do not pull anybody down. Thank you all so very much. It's been an hour already. I didn't think I was going to even talk for an hour. Thank you all so very much. And God bless each and every one of you. Those of you that are on my thumbnail, I have Choice TV, deenwango, iammarwa, Tasha K, and Cardi B on the thumbnail. I couldn't fit in everybody on that thumbnail, okay? But I just wanted to use this. Sometimes when I see certain content that people put out and words that are being said, I use it as a teaching moment, because we can always learn one or two things from what is happening. And sometimes we all don't think same way, and there's just something that you might say in your video that I will just sit back and like, oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. Oh, wow, this person is right about this or that. So when you see something is going wrong, don't say this does not affect me. And because this does not affect me directly, I'm not going to say a thing. Okay, I noticed a lot of people have gotten, attacked just because they said something. Somebody is doing something wrong, and so they commented and said this is not right. And the next thing people are saying, what is your business? Do you know the person? No, you don't need to know somebody before you can say this is wrong and this is right. Please, people, stop. Allow people to build their brand that they're building with their sweat. Let them build their brand and let them reap the fruits of their labor. Don't be the one to make them cry. Don't be the one to make people go to sleep upset. That being said, God bless you all. God bless you all. Thank you, Choice TV, for coming. Thank you, Yo-Yo's World. Thank you, the silent watchers that are breathing in and out. God bless each and every one of you. I just hope this message gets to someone, even if it's one person that will come across this video accidentally or anyhow and just understand that, oh, wow, I'm a content creator. I have not looked at things from this angle what or whatnot, because you never know when that one video of yours will just go viral. You don't know what you're going to do in that particular video that is going to go viral, where most people will want to work with you. Try your best to protect your brand at all points. Okay, protect your brand, do what is right. Find some time to read about some other things outside your field. Okay, for example, if you're a science student, doesn't mean you're not going to try to know a little bit of the arts things and social sciences and all of that. Try to keep yourself updated on what is going on. Also, subscribe the lots of YouTube. Subscribe to channels that will talk about things that are educative that you can learn from, and also. So may God just help us all, and I hope we can do right by focusing and using this platform that somebody actually sat down. This is somebody's idea. This YouTube is someone else's idea. Say, let me put this together, and people can come in at the same time they are making something, and you too, you can make a little bit of coin from. Let's not ruin it. Let's not make it to the place where we will not be able to be on the platform because they will say, these African people are so toxic, let's block them. Already, there is so many things that content creators should be fighting for. Things like, you go to Facebook and you see that some of the African countries cannot monetize. There are many restrictions. Well, those are the things that people should channel their energy instead of bitter reaction. Channel your energy into asking these questions. Why are we so restricted? Why is it that some other countries have so much high CPM? If people view you from those countries, you're making more coin. If people view you from Africa, you're making just cents. These are questions, and we need to do better, put in more efforts and prove ourselves to these people that yes, we can do it, and we need our respect and all of that. We have more important things to focus on. All right, see African people doing all of this to catch on a crack on our head, they don't agree me. But that being said, God bless each and every one of you, and he that has ears, let him hear. God bless everybody. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will call it a day right now. Thank you so much. See you all on the streets of YouTube.